Okay guys, don't mind the really dirty coffee maker. I have to just like clean that. I've been working for a couple of days and just having a coffee in one of my favorite cups. I love this cup. It was designed by an artist for Target and I absolutely love it. It was for the Latin Heritage Month, which I think is such an amazing idea, and anything I could do to support that community, of course, I am definitely in. So I love this cup. It just already puts me in a good mood just having it. And yeah, I've been averaging 1 cup a day. My body is naturally just not wanting it, just not doing well with it. I get really anxious and kind of like my heart starts racing. So 1 cup it is, that's what I'm having, and that is it. Okay guys, so I am going to be making a smoothie bowl. I did find this at the Loblaws, which is a really good find. These are like about $5 a bag, and it has these yummy different fruits. I love this combination. So we have tropical fruit, pineapple, dragon fruit, and passion fruit. So all mixed in. So if you can find something like this, you know, you have a variety of different fruits. It's really nice to implement something different because usually we do like blueberries and we do cherries a lot. What else do we do? Strawberries. And then of course bananas is the staple for everything. But when I find something like this, I really like it because it's something different. So my plan today was to try to use the bread maker to see if I can figure that out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time. Also, I'm new to the whole bread making world and especially a bread maker. So you need bread maker yeast. I didn't know that, so I just have regular yeast. I think I'm gonna try to wing it and see if I can make it work, but if not, then I guess I have to buy the bread maker yeast. Again, I'm trying to stay away from yeast, but when it comes to bread, that's a little tricky. So I am going to incorporate that because I don't eat that much bread anyway, and I would rather make my homemade bread versus buying it at the store, especially with the costs rising and we eat really healthy bread, oil-free bread. It's really hard to find when, you know, you have all these restrictions and you don't want certain things in it. You want as little as possible in your bread, and they just want to give you all these chemicals and interesting things in your bread. So it's getting more and more expensive as well for luxury items like that. So I figure I can make my own, make it, you know, a healthy version. And yeah, so I have to learn how to use this bread maker. If you guys are experts at the bread making world, let me know, give me the tips and tricks. I would love to know, because again, I'm going to need some help with this, but I'm going to take you guys along with me when I do make the bread. And that way you guys can see either my success or my failures, because I just keep it real. If it fails, it fails. I'm going to show you, and it's probably going to be because of the yeast, I'm thinking, but let's see. I'm going to take you guys along with me. 2 bananas, and I have I would say like 2 cups at least of that mix. I put like half the bag, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 cups. Anyway, these bananas, one is super tiny, one is normal size. I'm just gonna blend that up with a little bit of water, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna probably put a little bit of my hemp in here as well. Just these, let me see, it's like a crazy cupboard in here. I just put it inside these little jars just to reuse them. And yeah, so just my hemp hearts. I'm gonna pour a little bit of that in here just to make it extra creamy and add some more protein into this as well. And then, you know, your omegas as well. So yeah, gonna throw that in, blend it, and let's see what we get. Okay, so I threw some in, maybe like 1.5 tablespoons or so of that, and gonna blend it. Okay, so here it is. It's like bubblegum pink. Oh my goodness. Delicious. So if I added a little bit more banana, a little bit more liquid, I'd probably get a little bit more of a smoothie, but that's okay. This is enough for me right now. Probably gonna just take a banana to go with me as well. Okay, so I have that much of the smoothie. Looks, like I said, like that bubblegum pink. Super delicious, very nutritious, and I love incorporating different fruits in. And frozen is basically the only way that I can get it in, just because of the food costs. We do have exotic fruits in most of our grocery stores. I know they keep saying we have a shortage on things, but like, I have this stuff available to me, in all my grocery stores. Is just the price is crazy, so who's going to actually pay for that? But I can get it frozen, so that is a great alternative. And $5 a bag, I can get 2 smoothies, sometimes 3 if I'm incorporating other things in there. So it's not too bad when you consider going to Booster Juice is like $11 for 1 smoothie, and you know, it's probably not even going to be as substantial as something like this. So yeah, that is what I'm doing this morning. Up these lights, and they're supposed to help with your plants and helping them grow because we are barely getting any sun. It's really bad this winter. Like, I feel like it's worse than normal. At least we get some sunshine in the winter a little bit, but lately nothing. So like, look at my poor parsley, like he's suffering. I know he needs a bigger pot and I have to transplant him, but I was trying to see if I can kind of revive them before I do that. I do have pots, but they're like either too big or too small. I don't have anything that would fit this. So I'm going to have to go to the dollar store and see if I can grab something, because I'm sure that they do have something that I can use and I don't have to break the bank in order to get it. So yeah, like my rosemary is doing much better. He's bounced back quite nicely, but the parsley, not so much. Like, poor guy. And then I added it to this one too, because it was a 2-pack. You can actually get them in 2 or 4. And I know it's supposed to go on top of the plant, but I figured it's still shining on it. Hopefully it helps, because this plant is like browning at the edges, and I'm not really sure why it's doing that. So if I have any plant friend gurus on here, can you let me know what's going on? Like, maybe I need to add something to the soil. I'm just watering it. Really, I'm doing nothing else. Probably why he's not doing so well. But the funny thing is that the top is growing amazing. Like, it's looking so nice on the top, like really good. So that tells me that the plant is still trying to live and is doing well, but the bottom leaves are browning. So this leaf was really brown and now it's just a little bit. So it is improving, but then you look at like a leaf like this and it's pretty rough. So yeah, let me know what you think. Guys, so these are the pots that I got from the dollar store, and they seem to be a really good size. I have to put a little bit more soil in this one. For some reason, it's just not enough, even though I put the same amount. Really weird. But yeah, and then they are just slowly kind of coming back to life. I think they're going to do better in these pots. And they can't be overly big either, because they have to fit on my bookshelf. So yeah. And then the light is doing its thing. It's doing a really good job. So hopefully I get them going and this light actually works. So I will keep you guys posted, so that if you want to try it out, then you can order it too from Amazon, because it would be really nice to be able to grow some things in the house. So I am looking forward to having my fresh herbs at home. Normally I keep it on my windowsill when it's warm, and that's totally fine. But now in the winter and the lack of sun that we've had lately, it's been really terrible and dreary and dark. So I'm really struggling now. So for dinner, I just want to keep it super easy, very simple, but I wanted to make sure that I feel really full and satisfied, and Brussels sprouts always help me feel really full. So I have just frozen Brussels sprouts and frozen cauliflower that I'm sauteing in just water and some seasonings. And then I also have some brown rice pasta that I needed to use up, so I'm going to use this little bit and just add that to my dish and just incorporate everything. So I'm also adding chestnuts. Those are from the dollar store, and they're just plain, and there's no added salt or anything. They're just plain, and I'm going to throw those in. You could chop them up if you wanted to, but I like to leave them whole. That way I get a little bit of a nice crunch in, you know, certain bites of my meal. I really like that, but if you wanted to, you could definitely chop them up, or you can also make a sauce with them. They're really versatile, and they have a lot of nutrition, and they're very low in calories. So chestnuts are not weird for me. With Portuguese culture, we eat them a lot, especially during the holidays, but these ones are super easy because, you know, they're already peeled for you, they're boiled, they're ready to go, and nothing is added to them. So I find them really useful. And I really like the fact that you can make sauces with it, and it's just really versatile. You can add a lot of depth of flavor to a lot of dishes. So I highly recommend you checking them out. And you know, at the dollar store, it's not going to be super expensive, so it's something that anybody can pretty much pick up and try something new. So I just drizzled a little bit of my tamari sauce on it just to add some extra moisture and flavor, and that is it, my very, very simple dinner. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you being here again this week. I hope my recipes helped you in some way, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay healthy and health, joy, and so many positive vibes for each and every one of you. See you in the next video.